He kōna I purangi tēnei nā te reo irirangi o Aotearoa.
Hello, I'm Simon Morris. A friend of mine who's been an international film star for longer than either of us care to remember was weighing up a possible job a year or so ago. He liked the director and the other actors. He was prepared to play a retired athlete, so long as the emphasis was firmly on the retired bit. The one thing that gave him pause was the accent. He had to play American. Now, I was surprised. After all, he's played American before. He's played all sorts of accents over the years. I had no idea it was even an issue.
Dinosaurs and man, two species separated by 65 million years of evolution, have just been suddenly thrown back into the mix together.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
But apparently so. Another accent is just an added burden on a performance, like playing with your arm in a sling or with lots of rubber prosthetics on your face. You can do it, people do it and win Oscars doing it, but it's hard work and often you can see the hard work going into it.
The laws of this land enslave people to its king. A king who offers nothing in return.
Well, that's Russell Crowe playing Robin Hood with what he assured us was a Nottingham accent. When actual Nottingham folk begged to differ, he suggested they were the ones getting it wrong. Americans famously used to struggle with English accents, or in some cases didn't bother struggling. Dick Van Dyke's Cockney accent in Mary Poppins was always seen as the gold standard for near enough is good enough.
All right, ladies and gents, comical poem, suitable for the occasion, extemporised and thought up before your very eyes. All right, here we go.
Well, since then, accent coaches have improved immensely. Americans play English so fluently you can't see the join. English actors sail through American parts without a hitch, but they inevitably play them as American, not from anywhere specific, not California or New Mexico or Chicago. In the same way, American actors tend to play generic English, posh or common, but that's about it.
Holmes, if I were to go to the country, it would be with my future wife.
Well, certainly if we must.
No, not you, Mary and I. You are not...
What? Invited? Why would I not be invited to my own brother's country home?
Robert Downey Jr. plays vaguely English Sherlock Holmes, while Jude Law as Watson is specifically London, middle-class, ex-army. All those details you can do if you live there. All acting is a performance, of course. How is faking an accent any different from wearing someone else's hair and costumes? But too often, when they're not actually from around there, you find yourself sidetracked by how well they're getting the accent.
I can only go on the evidence of my own eyes. We're talking about my baby daughter, not some object.
This week, 3 films all set in the United States. But Relay stars 2 Brits, Riz Ahmed and Lily James, and 1 Aussie, Sam Worthington, while a Netflix thriller features an English actor who played Princess Margaret in The Crown.
I'm going to go inside, I'm going to grab a Coke, and then I'm going to grab Kenny, I'm going to take him for a drive, and you're welcome to come.
And you did turn up because you were at Mazda Mania? Really?
It's Mazda Madness.
Oh, Mazda Madness, then. We're going to be evicted. Do you understand that? I mean, have you actually lost your mind?
However, since Night Always Comes stars the always watchable Vanessa Kirby, I'm prepared to give the unusual casting a chance. But first, a remake of a popular 80s series, The Naked Gun, this time starring Northern Ireland comedy legend Liam Neeson.
Excuse the mess. I haven't had the heart to clean since she died.
My condolences. How did she pass?
Great, 50 hours easy. Arm like a cannon. And then she died.
The casting of rather grim, dramatic actor Liam Neeson to play Frank Drebin Jr. in the revival of the generally hilarious Leslie Nielsen cop spoof The Naked Gun raised a few eyebrows. Yes, Neeson's done comedy before, playing with his famously unfunny persona on the TV series Life's Too Short.
I said, Stephen, I make lists all the time. And he said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's funny?
So, I thought you were joking about getting the part of Oscar Schindler because you made lists.
No.
So, not a comedian, but nor was Leslie Nielsen, who made his name as a rather less distinguished straight actor in countless TV series. So how can Liam fail in the upcoming new Naked Gun? Well, let's find out, shall we?
Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over, "That was awesome."
I should point out that many people right now are saying, what do you mean fail? Liam's the greatest. He's certainly winning hearts and minds on the talk show circuit, along with his popular co-star Pamela Anderson. They got on so well that they're now dating in real life, and good for them.
She was the sweetest woman I've ever known.
She sounds like a saint.
Or maybe a Bronco or a 49er. We would have been happy with any team, really. Anyone but the Browns.
I'm sorry.
But from the moment a little girl interrupts a bank robbery at the start of the Naked Gun and then rips off her mask and gains a few feet in height to become Lieutenant Frank Drebin of Police Squad, we realise we're among some unique comedy stylings.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with Police Squad.
But where the original movie was a spoof of every cop show its creators, the Zucker brothers and Jim Abrahams, could remember, this one is simply duplicating a previous comedy film. Well, that's different, right? What we comedy fans refer to as reheating a soufflé.
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police Squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Well, this time the soufflé reheaters are an all-new writing team, but the presiding chef is TV comedy mogul Seth MacFarlane of Family Guy and American Dad fame. Not my cup of tea generally, but you can't argue with success. And certainly this Naked Gun pummels us with an endless string of gags, visual and verbal. Well, like the original, surely. That's right, like the original. Sort of.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
Need a bathroom.
I need this one immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business.
Certainly the films of the Zuckers and Abrahams had an equally unrelenting gag rate, just funnier. Part of the reason for the success of their films, the exclamatory Airplane, Top Secret and Hot Shots, where there were so many great jokes you needed to see the films several times to catch them all.
Do this by the book.
Show a little respect.
Why? Who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
And while the stars of their films weren't initially known as comedians, they all had one thing essential when delivering a decent comedy script. They were funny. In the case of Leslie Nielsen, spectacularly funny. Liam Neeson is a pretty good actor and clearly a very good sport, but that's not really the same thing.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
There is a plot, incidentally, in which a supervillain has decided to destroy the world. Only Drebin can stop him. Really? He also has to solve a murder, the brother of blonde bombshell Beth, all the bees, played by former Baywatch babe Pamela Anderson.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
Well, these days, of course, Pam has moved away from all that glitter and, famously, makeup, unless it seems it's in a good cause, the cause of hilarity. To her credit, she does what she can with what she's given, including old-fashioned Benny Hill gags, scrubbed up and relabelled ironic. So that's all right then.
It seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
I should say that this Naked Gun has its enthusiastic supporters, including a nice lady behind me who was having a lovely time. One website claimed it was one of the top 10 comedies of the year, though Looking at the competition, that's pretty faint praise.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
I've been a bit unkind to the stars of The Naked Gun, possibly unfairly. The likeable and hard-working Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson can hardly be blamed for something that delivered so few bangs for its bucks. Sadly, in comedy, there's only one litmus test, and it's unforgiving. Did you laugh? Well, not me, I'm afraid.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
This year, there seems to have been a lack of decent thrillers at the cinema. I don't mean horror films or comic book superheroes or indeed super anything. Just stories rooted in modern-day reality with characters you can believe in and identify with, and most important, a solid ending. Films, in other words, like Relay.
Hello, this is the Tri-State Relay Service.
Yes, hello?
The person who's called you is likely to be deaf or hard of hearing. The caller will type their conversation and I'll read it to you. Say go ahead when you're ready for a response.
Relay has a clever idea at its heart, a way to outsmart digitally sophisticated villains and stay one step ahead of them. It uses a technique borrowed from the deaf community, who communicate by typing their answers to a Relay call centre, which then passes them on.
What is that?
It's a hearing-assisted device for the deaf.
The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 prohibits relay operators from disclosing the content of any relayed conversation.
No digital footprint, nothing recorded, and no way to track the callers. It takes a little wrestling with, but once you get it, you're off on the ride. And the ride starts with Sarah Grant, a would-be whistleblower in a big pharmaceutical company who gets cold feet.
My name is Sarah Grant. I'm in possession of evidence of an unlawful cover-up.
There are a number of whistleblower support organizations.
No, I just want to give everything back.
There are official channels, but there are unofficial ones.
Who is he?
Sarah's played by one of those hard-working actors who still remain this side of a household name. Lily James was launched on Downton Abbey and since then has starred in Cinderella, Mamma Mia, Darkest Hour, Yesterday and dozens more. She even played Pamela Anderson once. She's very good in this, by the way.
I help people who see things they shouldn't have. Who maybe should have looked the other way, but they can't.
I've never met him. That's kind of the point. It's a messaging service. They call you back.
This is the Tri-State Relay Service.
Sarah makes contact via the relay service with a secretive Robin Hood dedicated to doing the right thing for a cut in any downstream profits. He's played by another actor who deserves more name recognition than he currently has, British-born Riz Ahmed.
You working? Legal? Dangerous?
By using the most primitive of communication devices, an old-fashioned typing machine that hooks up to a phone line, our hero, who may or may not be called Ash, manages to keep Sarah out of the hands of the ruthless hit squad summoned by her former employers.
No calls are recorded and everything you say is confidential.
There's a van parked out front. I think they're watching me.
Leading the squad is a chap we mostly see these days covered in digital blue paint, Sam Worthington of Avatar fame. He's the one who has to do deals over the phone to keep Sarah's incriminating papers out of the hands of the police.
They may try to scare you, and they may try to make a deal. This is the only deal. We are not bodyguards, we are intermediaries.
We can help you return the documents whilst maintaining leverage to protect you.
Relay is a creditable first script from one Justin Piasecki, but the safe pair of hands in the movie belong to Scottish director David Mackenzie. Best known for a modern western called Hell or High Water, Mackenzie's strength is staying one step ahead of us.
Has it ever gone wrong?
Sometimes we have to walk away.
Are you lonely?
I recommend we keep communication to a minimum.
Relay is Hitchcock territory, not jokey Cary Grant comedy thriller Hitchcock, but the edge-of-your-seat nail-biter variety. Though Mackenzie isn't above the old Hitch trick of getting his characters to hide out at a concert and then hitting the fire alarm. But just as our hero and heroine seem to have broken free of the baddies, even wondering if their feelings may be stronger than those of mere whistleblower and equaliser, look out for a switch or two, and for a change, switches that don't insult our intelligence.
Do you have the packages?
Yes.
We got our guy.
They know who you are. You're in big danger.
Relay does the business on just about every level but one. Good performances, a script based on something current, an admirable pace. It just falters a bit at the end.
Why'd you do this for me?
This is my job.
And endings are crucial in thrillers. Know where you're going and then get out as soon as you get there. As Hitchcock could have told them, don't linger for another 5 minutes just because you want to fit in a cute last scene. Relay didn't need it.
Thank you for using the Tri-State Relay service. Have a wonderful night.
Tucked away on Netflix is another smart, classically plotted thriller based on a book by novelist-musician Willie Vlautin. Vlautin's novels and his 14 out-country albums are all based in Portland, Oregon, and so is this film, Night Always Comes.
Because there's a point. We're never going to get another opportunity like this. This is our only chance. Do you get it? Do you get that? Because there's another offer. He's going to take the other offer tomorrow. Do you understand that?
I cannot.
They will
I'm
come
not
and they'll
doing
take
this
Penny
with you right now.
Please just give me the...
Night Always Comes stars Vanessa Kirby, an actress who elevates anything she's in. She stole scenes from Her Majesty in The Crown and from Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. She was also nominated for an Oscar in the harrowing Pieces of a Woman.
You know what it means to own a home, don't you, Ken?
Yeah, it's really good.
Know what it means? It means nobody's ever going to come and take you away again. You're my big brother, okay?
Yeah.
In Night Always Comes, she plays Lynette, a woman barely holding her family together. Her deadbeat mother, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, and her Down syndrome brother, Kenny. Lynette holds down several low-wage jobs, but she's still in debt. Her one chance is to buy the house they're renting.
Mom, what is that?
It's a car. Bought it.
You're going to spend a whole down payment on a car? Penny's going to be taken away, and I'm going to be out on the street again. Is that what you want?
You want to blame me? Go ahead. I can't save you.
All they need is $25,000, and they've finally raised it. Or have they? Because Mum's blown the lot on a car. Lynette's faced with the question, can she raise that money again by tomorrow morning?
I'm going to fix this. Might just need a little bit more time.
Stop. 25,000 by 9 a.m. Otherwise, it's off.
In other words, a classic ticking clock scenario. $25,000, it might just as well be $25 million unless Lynette can pull something out of the hat. But as a former escort, she may know someone who can help.
I was surprised you called. Yeah, you never called me before.
No, I know. I never
It
did.
was actually good timing. I had the evening free.
It's great. I'm so pleased.
So why'd you call?
Well,
Except her old clients don't go to people like Lynette to help them. There's a terrific scene between Vanessa Kirby and Randall Park that underlines exactly what the balance of power is in this sort of relationship.
I like you. Okay, I do. We have a lot of fun together. But I don't want to know that you live with your mother and your brother. You know? Like, I pay you to have a good time, not to talk about that stuff.
And yet somehow the desperate Lynette manages to get away with his car. Can she leverage a stolen car towards a few $1,000s? Before she risks that, she decides to collect on a few outstanding debts, and each time she risks being worse off than when she started.
Lynette, did you see my key fob in the room?
What am I doing?
I need cash.
We're not doing this right now.
I don't want you to ever come here again.
The whole night, the whole movie is spent scraping together not quite enough money from people and places she thought she'd got away from. And each step is a reminder of the power of the haves, businessmen, corrupt politicians, drug dealers and pimps, over the have-nots, like Lynette and her family.
Give me my shit.
It's your shit, huh?
You are dead! Oh no.
You don't know what you're doing. There's no way out.
Night Always Comes is directed by Benjamin Caron, who worked with Vanessa Kirby on The Crown and then went on to even bigger things with the Star Wars spin-off Andor. This is like neither, a classic drive-all-night noir thriller that sees Lynette playing an all-night game of snakes and ladders.
You think I'm trash? You don't get to touch me, do you understand?
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm crazy!
She wins, she loses. She wins again with certain provisos. She loses because she trusted the wrong man. The only person she can always rely on is the only one who can't help. Her brother Kenny, played sweetly by Zach Gottshagen.
Dad told me to protect you.
You're supposed to be my big brother. Are you my big brother?
Yes.
Okay, you're my big brother, okay? I'm your little sister. So are you gonna be in this with me or not? You gonna help me or not?
Above all, Night Always Comes is a one-woman show as Vanessa Kirby puts Lynette through the ringer. And for all my reservations about stunt casting, getting people to play spectacularly against type, the usually posh English Vanessa is as riveting and committed as always.
Kenny, look at me. We're in it together. We're gonna do it for the family, okay?
I'm delighted at Vanessa's blockbuster success, of course, in the Fantastic Four and several upcoming Avengers movies. A girl's got to eat after all. But Night Always Comes as a reminder, and I don't want to sound snobby here, that Vanessa Kirby is so much better than that. Ah well, as Princess Margaret probably said, would that 'twere so simple. I'm Simon Morris, and I hope you'll join me at the movies, same time next week.